let's move on to solving some problems from the chapter linear equations in one variable. So let's go on to the first question. Linear equation in one variable have only variable with any power, only one term with a variable, only one variable with power 1, only constant term. So what do we have in a linear equation with one variable? We have one variable and the power as 1. So the answer is C, which is only one variable with the power 1. Now, which of the following is a linear expression? So we have x square plus 1. We have square, that is 2, as the power of the variable, right? So it's not linear. For linear equations, the power of variable, the power or the maximum power of the variable should be 1, right? So y plus y square, again we have the power of y1 as 1 here and y square as 2 here. So is this a linear expression? No, it's not a linear expression because we have the highest power as 2 here. 4, does it have a variable? 4 doesn't have a variable, so it's not an equation here. And 1 plus z, yes, we have a variable z and the power, the maximum power is 1, so the answer is 1 plus z. Now, a linear equation in one variable only have one solution, two solution, more than two solution and no solution. So, how many solutions does a linear equation in one variable have? A linear equation in one variable have only one solution because we have one variable with the power which is raised to 1, right? So, we only have one solution. Now, if 8x minus 3 is equal to 25 plus 17x, then x is equal to. So we have the question here saying 8x minus 3 is equal to 25 plus 17x. So what do we do here? We know that, if we have minus 3 here, we'll take all the terms with x on one side and we'll take all the constant on the other side. But what is happening when we are doing that? We are using the properties of linear equations in one variable here. That is, I am subtracting 8x from both of the sides. That means this becomes minus 8x. This plus 8x becomes minus 8x, right? 17x minus 8x. So what does it becomes? 8x minus 8x is 0. We have minus 3 here is equal to 25 plus what is 17x minus 8x? That is 9x. Right? Now, then I decided that I'll subtract 25 from both of the sides, right? Here we have 25 and we have 9x, so we'll just keep the terms with only x here. So I'll subtract 25 from both of the sides. So 25 plus 9x minus 25. So what is minus 3 plus minus 3 minus 25? It can be written as minus 3 plus minus 25. Which is equal to minus 28 is equal to 25 minus 25 is 0. So we have 9x here. So what is x? To find x, we will divide both of these sides by 9. Why would we do that? We have 9 into x here, right? So how to get the value of x? We divide it by 9. So when we are doing something on the left hand side, we have to do it on the right hand side. And now x is equal to minus 28 by 9, right? Now, you don't have to write this step where you're subtracting the same term from each side or dividing the same from each side. We just take the inverse inverse operation, right? So if we have 8x plus 3 here, I need to move this 8x to this side. That is what is happening here, right? When I'm subtracting 8x from both of the sides, I'm moving 8x from this side to this side. But when I'm moving 8x from this side to this side, the sign of it changes. So it's plus 8x minus 8x and 25 becomes minus 25 when I'm taking it to this side. But if I'm taking this minus 3 to the other side, it would become plus 3. And when I took the 9x, when we are taking it here to this side, that is when it became 28 by 9, I am dividing it. Why? Because the operation here is multiplication, right? So we got the answer as minus 28 by 9. Then x is equal to a fraction. Yes, it is a fraction. An integer. Yes, it is an integer. A rational number. Yes, it is a rational number. So all three of these are correct answer, but I would choose a rational number because it covers a lot. Rational numbers includes integers and fractions. So yeah, three of these answers are correct. Now, if 7x is to 63 is equal to 1 is to 9, then x is equal to. So basically we have 7x is to 63 equal to 1 is to 9. So what is the meaning of 7x is to 63? It means that 7x by 63 is equal to 1 by 9, right? So we have, what do we do here? We need to isolate the term with x, right? So we have 63 in the denominator here. We have 9 in the denominator here. So to cancel out the 63 in the denominator, we just take the 63 on this side. Here it is divided by 63. So when we take it to this side, it becomes multiplied by 63. So it becomes 63 into 1 by 9, right? So how much times 9 is 63? We could cancel this out from here. It is 7 9s are 63. So now we know that 7x is equal to 7. Now what is x? X is here 7 into x. When we are taking to this side, it becomes 7 divided by 7 and this is equal to 1. So the answer for this question is 1. So let's see. We have an equation here, a linear equation in one variable. Why? We have only x as the variable and the power of x is always 1. So this is a linear equation in one variable, right? So we have 3x plus 6 by 8 minus 11x minus 8 by 24 plus x by 3 is equal to 3x minus 4 by x plus 7 by, here it's supposed to be 24. So it's x plus 7 by 24. So let's solve this question. So let's take, this is the left hand side and this is the right hand side, right? To prove this equation, to prove this equality, we have to find that left hand side equal to right hand side, right? So let's solve for left hand side first. We have 3x plus 6 by 8 minus 11x minus 8 by 24 plus x by 3, right? So we have 24, 3 and 8 in the denominators. So let's take a common factor here, the highest common factor. So what is 8 into 3? 8 into 3 is 24, right? So we could make the whole denominator as 24 on the left hand side. So how do we make this 20? When we are making this 24, we multiplied it by 3, right? We multiplied 8 by 3 to make it 24. So we have to multiply 3 to this to make the same fraction, to make the fraction equal. So what is 3 into 3x? 3 3s are 9. X plus what is 3 into 6? It's 18, right? So this one we are not changing anything. Why? Because 24 is the denominator and we are taking the common denominator as 24. So we have minus 11 and negative becomes positive. So minus 11x and we have a negative sign here and we have a negative sign here. So it becomes positive. Minus into minus is positive, right? So we have plus 8 and we need to convert this x by 3. We have to convert 3 into 24. We multiply by 8. So we multiply this term also by 8, right? So we have my plus 8 plus 8x. This is the left hand side. So let's do the calculation. We have 9x minus 11x plus 8x, right? So we have 9x minus 11x plus 8x. We have plus 18 and plus 8. Plus 18 plus 8 whole divided by 24, right? So what is 9 plus 8 is 17, right? We'll do the first we'll do all the positives and then we'll subtract the negative signed ones, right? So we have 17x minus 11x plus what is 18 plus 8? It's 26 whole divided by 24, right? Now what is 17 minus 11? We got 6x plus 26 by 24, right? This is the left hand side of the equation. Now let's find out the right hand side of the equation. So let's solve for the right hand side of the equation. What is the right hand side of the equation given? It's 3x by 4 it's 3x by 4 minus, we have x plus 7 by 24. We have x plus 7 by 24, right? So 24 and 4, we have, when we multiply 6 by 4, we get 24, right? So we'll take it, the common denominator as 24. So we have to multiply this into 6. So we'll also multiply here by 6. So 6 3s are 18. 18x, and here we already have 24, so we are not doing anything. We just have to multiply the negative sign. So you have minus x minus 7, right? So this becomes, what is 18x minus x? It's 17x minus 7 by 24, right? Now we know that for this equation to become true, left hand side is equal to right hand side, right? So what is our left hand side? It's 6x plus 26 by 24. We have 6x plus 26 by 24. And what is the right hand side? We have 17x minus 7 by 24, right? So here both of these places we have 24 as the denominator. It is common. That is, we could multiply both of the places with 24, right? Then it would cancel out, right? So rather than doing this, we could actually cancel out 24 from both of the denominators if there is an equal to sign, right? So now we have 6x plus 26 is equal to 17x minus 7, right? So what will we do? We'll take this minus 7 to this side, right? So it becomes 26 plus 7. It was minus here, so when I took it to the next side, it becomes plus 7. And we had 17x here. I'll take the 6x to this side. So what happens? Plus 6x becomes minus 6x. So what is 26 plus 7? We have 33. And what is 17x minus 6x? We have 11x. So what is x? We'll take this multiplied by 11 to this side. So we'll get 33 divided by 11. And what is 33 divided by 11? It's 3. So the answer for this question is 3. Now let's move on to the next question. Root of 3x minus 2 is equal to 2 root 3 plus 4. We have given that root of 3x minus 2 is equal to 2 root 3 plus 4, right? We need to find the value of x. So we'll keep the x term here. Root 3x is equal to 2 root 3 plus 4. I'm taking this minus 2 there. So what does it become? It becomes plus 2. So this is equal to 2 root 3 plus 6, right? Now, root 3x is equal to 2 root 3 plus 6, right? So what is x? What is x? X is equal to, this is multiplied by 2 root 3. No, this is multiplied by root 3. So when I take it onto the other side, it becomes divided by root 3, right? So we could write it as we could cancel out root. How are we cancelling out root 3 here? Let me explain that. We have 2 root 3 by root 3 plus 6 by root 3, right? So here it's easy that root 3 and root 3 would cancel out and we'll have 2 on this side. So what about 6 by root 3? When we take 6 by root 3, it can be written as 3 into 2. 6 is 3 into 2, right? By root 3. Now what is 3? Root 3, what is root 3 square? What is root 3 square? Root 3 square is root 3 into root 3, which is equal to 3, right? So 3 becomes root 3 into 2 divided by, we have root 3 here. So when we cut it out, we get 2 root 3. So when we are cutting out root 3 from all of these terms, we get 2 plus 2 root 3, right? X is equal to 2 plus 2 root 3. Now we have 2 in both of these terms here, right? So we take 2 out and we get 1 plus we took 2 out from here and we remain with root 3. So we have the answer as 2 into 1 plus root 3 here. Now let's move on to the next question. If a into x minus a square minus b into x minus b square is equal to 0, we need to find what x is, right? So first of all, let's multiply this a inside these brackets. So a into x is ax minus a into a square is a cube. We have minus here, so minus b into x is bx. So we have minus b into minus b square. We have, it becomes plus, and b into b square is b cube, right? This is equal to 0, right? Now we have to isolate the terms which have x in it to one side, and we'll take all the other terms to the other side, right? So we have ax minus bx is equal to minus a cube. When I'm taking to the other side, it becomes a cube plus a cube, and minus b cube, which, no, here it is plus b cube, right? When I'm taking it to the next side, it becomes minus b cube, right? Now what we are taking x as common here. Now we'll get x into a plus a minus b. Why? Because I have x into x common here. I'm taking this x out. Then we have a minus b remaining there. A minus b is equal to, x into a minus b is equal to a cube minus b cube. So what is x here? X is equal to a cube minus b cube divided by a minus b. This is actually supposed to be minus and this is supposed to be plus. So the answer is a cube by minus b cube divided by a minus b. Now if one of the number is thrice the other and the sum is 20, then the numbers are. So when we get a statement like this, what do we do first? We just convert the statement into a mathematical equation, right? So if one of the number, so already we don't know what this number is, so I'll name it as x, is thrice than the other. So I'm saying that if there is a number x, the other number is 3 times of this x, and the sum is 20. So I'm saying that when I add these two numbers, I get 20. So I need to find what the numbers are. So x plus 3x is, this means that 1x plus 3x, it is 4x. 4x is equal to 20. So what is x? This is 4 into x. When I'm taking it to the other side, it becomes 20 divided by 4 into x into 4 becomes divided by 4. So 20 by 4. What is 20 by 4? It's 5, right? So what is the value of x? X is equal to 5. And what is the other number? It's 3x, right? So 3x is equal to 3 into 5, which is equal to 15, right? So the answer is 5 and 15. Now let's move on to the next question. If the sum of 5 consecutive even numbers is 340, then the smallest numbers would be. So what is explained in this question? It's just said that when we add 5 consecutive even numbers, so I'm saying that if I'm adding 2, what is the next even number, which is 4? What is the next even number, which is 6? Then it's 8, right? So like that, I'm taking 5 even numbers, right? And then I'm adding it, which is next to next, I'm adding it. Then I get 340 as the sum. Find the smallest number. So if I'm taking x, so if I'm taking x as the smallest number, the next even number would be x plus 2, right? Now if I add 2 to this again, I'll get the next even number. So what is adding 2 to x plus 2? Adding 2 to x plus 2 means it's x plus 4, right? Now what is the next even number? It would be x plus 6, because I'm adding 2 to again 4, right? Now what is the next number? It would be x plus 8, right? So the sum of all these numbers is equal to 340. That is, I'm saying x plus 2 plus x plus 4 plus x plus 6 plus x plus 8 is equal to 340. Now, how many x's do we have? X plus x is 2x, 3x, 4x and 5x. So 5x plus, what is 2 plus 4? 2 plus 4 is 6. So we have 4 plus 6, 10, 8 plus 2, 10. So 10 and 10 is 20. So 5x plus 20 is equal to 340. So 5x becomes, what is 5x? 340, we have plus 20. When we are taking it to the next side, it becomes minus 20. So this becomes 320. And what is x? This is multiplied by 5. So when I take it to the other side, it becomes divided by 5, right? What is 320 divided by 5? We could say that 6 5s are 30. We have 2 balance. So in 20, it goes 4 times. So x is equal to 64. And what is x? X is the smallest number here. So if we add 64 plus 66 plus 68 plus 60 plus 70 plus 72, we'll get 340. If you want, you could check the calculation. Now let's move on to the next question. The sum of 4 consecutive odd numbers is 56. The smallest number is. So now we are talking that the sum of 4 consecutive odd numbers is 56. So we have odd numbers like 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. It goes on, right? So what is the difference between them? What is 3 minus 1? It's 2. What is 5 minus 3? It's 2 again. So the difference between odd numbers 2 is 2. Right? So we are saying the sum of 4 consecutive odd numbers. So if I'm taking the smallest odd number to be x, the next one would be x plus 2, the other one would be x plus 4, and the other one would be x plus 6, right? So the sum of these 4 consecutive odd numbers is 56. So I'm saying x plus 2 plus x plus 4 plus x plus 6 is equal to 56, right? So this becomes x plus x is 2x, 3x and 4x. We have 4x plus 2 plus 4 is 6, 6 plus 6 is 12 is equal to 56. So what is 4x? 4x becomes 56. This is plus 12 here. When I'm taking it to the other side, it becomes minus 12 and this is 44, right? Now x is equal to 44. Here it was multiplied by 4. When we take it to the other side, it becomes divided by 4 and 44 by 4 is 11. So the smallest number is 11. So if we add 11 plus 13 plus 15 plus 17, we will get 56, right? So the answer for this question is 11.